everybody. It is time for the Iowa Hang again. So I just arrived at Yellow River State Park and got all my gear together, and I'm heading up to Camp Schultz for the night. That's the same place we had the first night hang last year, so expecting to see everybody when I get up there. So just about a 2-mile walk, maybe a 1.5 mile walk from the parking lot. Got some new gear, trying out my ULA CDT pack, and I'm also using a DIY hammock that I'm using the same fabric as the Danger Bird, the 2.5 ounce taffeta, and I sewed a channel and made my own. So we'll see how that works tonight. So I'm sure I'll report back a little later when I get up to the top, or if there's any pretty views on the way, and we'll check back in later and see how it's going. Thanks. Temperatures in the 50s. It's supposed to be 50s and 60s Friday and Saturday, and then getting colder on Sunday with a pretty good chance of rain tomorrow, Saturday. So we don't really know what that's going to hold, but we'll just play it by ear. Right now, sun's trying to peek out late in the day. I arrived about 3 o'clock, a little before 3 o'clock. So I'll just mosey on up the trail, and that's the report from the beginning. So we'll talk to you soon. Camp. Already had lunch. Didn't have to film that, was too hungry. So everybody made it around the fire. And look who showed up.
Hey, I get ready for some gruel.
My wife will be so excited.
About the gruel?
No, just that you showed up. Cool. They're not ready. No. Fire already makes everything nice.
Maybe this one is.
Here's the rig all set up. So tarp, the new purple taffeta DIY hammock, and the hammock gear underquilt and top quilt. So all set up here in the woods. Sun's going down. Should be an absolutely fantastic evening. Gonna go up and sit around the fire and chat with the guys. So we'll check back in later when dinner's on. Fire.
We might actually top their fire.
Oh, we're gonna top their fire.
Now, Robin Hood at the Wisconsin Hang definitely did make fire with the bow thing. You know, that was really kind of cool.
Yeah, I heard
it's one of those skills I'd love to work on. I just haven't devoted.
I got a good video of it online from the hang, but it really took him some time. But it was cool when he did it.
That was the one out in Wausau?
Head case.
Head rush.
Head rush.
You know how many times I've heard head case?
Yeah, well, you got it from blowing on the fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, head case, head rush, you know, whatever.
Somewhat.
Yeah, exactly.
Head case fits sometimes.
Head case fits better, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, mostly for me.
Good morning from the hammock. It is about 8 o'clock, and it seems warm. So I'd say it's probably you know, high 40s even now. But slept really good. Went to bed about finally went to bed about 10 o'clock. Didn't get any video because it was dark, and just hit the hammock and went right to sleep. So don't know what the day has in store, but just lounging around. I'm going to get up here in a second and make some breakfast and see what everybody's going to do for the day. So had a lovely view today. It was supposed to be rainy, but the sun's out now, so we'll just have to see what happens. It's a great view from my hammock. Yep. The coyotes came out about 3 o'clock in the morning and were howling like crazy, and the cows just a few moments ago. So it was a nice night. As I said, it just drizzled a little bit here and there, but it's all dried up now. So we'll check back in when we know what today's activities are going to be like. So we'll talk to you soon.
I said, you're gonna have to carve something.
It hardly seems roughing it with, what, 17 pounds of bacon here? Is that,
Well, he made a sort of a spatula spoon, and then he kind of worked on it the whole trip. You know, kept detail on the top. And,
I saw people moving a piano into, or maybe they're taking that.
Breakfast.
They had a piano hanging from a frickin' davit.
Really?
hiking dad's breakfast?
That bad.
Bacon and eggs. Poached in bacon grease.
That's what you're doing.
There should be a way now.
Hammock site cleaned up. Leave no trace. It's like I wasn't here at all. So it's turned out to be a very warm, very nice day. The woods are brightening up. The sun is out. There's actually a little warm breeze, and it looks like it's going to be a nice day to walk to the next site. So you can make the next site walk anywhere from 2.5 miles, 3 miles, all the way up to 20 miles if you wanted to crisscross all over the park. But we'll see what everybody wants to do, and we'll get moving in just a little bit. I just started down and around the loop going towards Heffron Hill, and Shug had to go home to a party. I think Duty had a really bad migraine headache, so he was going to hit the road, and everybody else was going to drop off empty water bottles and things at their car at the fire tower, and then everybody's going to make their way by different routes to Heffron Hill. I'm going to take the Browns Hollow trail. It's probably going to be, I don't know, 4.5 miles total. But it was a great evening, as I said before. Nice morning sitting around. It's almost noon, so there was no hurry to break camp, no hurry to do anything. Watching everybody make all different kinds of breakfasts, and it was just a very nice, pleasant morning. It's turned out to be a fantastic day. I think it's actually going to get up into the 70s today, it looks like. So from what was going to be a rainy, cold Saturday, according to the forecast a few days ago, has now turned out to be a spectacular day. So we'll mosey on and report back if anything exciting happens. So thanks. We're coming to Browns Hollow Camp. This is where the second night of the Iowa Hang was last year. Plenty of room, great trees, but this is just going to be a quick stop for me, and then onward on the trail. But it's a really nice place, and as you can see, the Forest Service Park Department has been very generous and stacked up lots of firewood for any campers who want to come by. So you can also see what a beautiful day it's become. Absolutely beautiful. So onward. Well, it looks like the way I've come, I got to cross here. Don't really want to get wet, but it's a nice enough day. Everything will dry. I just don't really want to get wet. So maybe I'll search out a easier way at the moment to get across for a few minutes and then see what happens. Cool. I went down the other way about 1/4 mile and no other way across this creek, and that's because it's a horse trail. So cowboys don't usually worry about a little bit of water under their feet. It's only, looks like it's only about calf deep, but there's plenty of time to dry off once I get back to camp, and everything's quick dry, and well, you know, that's just the way it is. So, oh, is it cold. Woo-hoo. It is very chilly on the feet. But anyway, that was that. So we'll head on. It's another horse crossing. Not quite as deep, but just as I was getting dried off, it got to get wet again. So that wasn't too bad. Here is our foresty setup for this evening. Cuban tarp. It's head brush, or in my case, head case. Nice. Hanging Yankee brother. Guess you better knock on your hammock before entering. You never can tell what's going on. And Hanging Yankee.
What's up, buddy?
Outstanding. It couldn't be a more perfect day. I think it got to be about 75, 77 today. I was sweating a storm. Another fire on the second evening. Embers flying everywhere. Chillaxing? Good.
Trying to, at least.
What are you guys, defacing park property?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? We're making it safe for hammockers around the campsite.
I want to camp here, but there's a tree hanging over my head. It's not alive.
You got rid of the Widowmaker.
Yeah, see, we're making it safe. High five.
Oh, it's raining.
Who says camping's not fun? Camping's the best.
Good morning. Well, it's just a little before 7 a.m. and it's started to rain pretty steadily now. So I'm sure you can hear it on the tarp. And it's nothing we didn't expect, but it may make getting up and getting packed up a little messy. So I am not ready to get up out of the hammock just yet, and everybody else is still snoozing, but it started to rain.
Go. It's don't know what time it is. Oh yeah, 8 o'clock. And obviously it's raining. So no sense hanging around when I got a 7.5 hour drive home. I was gonna do this Heffron Hill loop in the morning on the way back to the car, but since it's raining and it's wet, I think I'm just gonna hoof it back to the car, considering I got at least one creek crossing before I get back to headquarters. The same one I had coming yesterday, but it was a great hang. Super couple of days. Nice turnout. Thanks Hike and Dad for organizing, and it was really, really nice. Good company. Yesterday couldn't have been any better. Had to be, well, I don't think it got to be 80, but it was certainly in the 70s. And most of the night was very nice. Didn't start raining until about 5:30 this morning. So yeah, all in all, just a great experience. I'm nice and warm and dry. Everything packed up well. The ULA CDT worked great. So I can tell that I'm right in the middle between a medium and a large. I talked to Chris about it, and I'll try to get a large -1 inch would be perfect. But that worked well. I way overpacked, so had way too much, thinking that it was going to be down in the low 30s, maybe high 20s. So I was nice and toasty, over toasty. So just a great time. So if I have any final thoughts or anything happens on the way in, I'll let you know. Thanks for coming along.